Hi, I'm Bill Fukui with Page One Solutions, here with this week's Marketing Pearl of Wisdom. Recently, we talked about and shared some information about developing a website in a mobile responsive platform. Today, we'd like to share some data as it relates to the performance of those types of sites. And what we did was we took 25 random client websites and we looked at data before, 4 months of data before those websites were converted, and then we also looked at those websites after we designed them in a mobile responsive platform, 4 months of data after, and see how the performance changed. The areas that we looked at were one, was the engagement. How many pages per visitor was happening when people would come to the site? How many pages were they clicking on, and were they getting into the site? Depending on the different mobile or desktop platforms that they were using. The second data point we were looking at was also engagement, and that was time on the site. How long were they staying on the site, whether it was on a desktop or a mobile, a tablet, those types of things. And then third data that we were looking at was leads, and the types of leads and how many leads were coming in through these different browsers when people would look at them. So number one, let's take a look at the pages per visit. Now, pages per visit, we found that across all platforms, desktops, tablets, smartphones, we saw an increase in all of them when we converted that website into a mobile responsive design, which was, I guess, not that surprising. We also found in the second data point that the time on the site, or the duration of the visit, we did not find a statistical difference overall amongst all the platforms, and we also didn't see a major difference in the desktop versions in terms of how long people were staying on the site. But we did see, after converting those websites into a mobile responsive design, an increase in the duration of smartphone users and of tablet users. So, and again, that's probably not a surprise. We would expect those mobile visitors to stay on the site longer now that we're accommodating them in a responsive platform. Third, and I think this is the most important one that I think most of our clients and you guys may be interested in, is the lead generation. And what we found was that when it came to form completions and people filling out forms, we actually found a slight decrease in the number of forms. We also found a decrease in chats or any of the text types of communication that happens when people visit a website. What we found was a between 13 and 16% decline in the number of text-related lead generation that happened when we converted that into a mobile responsive design. I found that to be somewhat surprising, but what really was the eye-opener was that we found an increase in phone calls, and this was a significant increase of 72%. We found that an increase of 72% when we converted those websites into a mobile responsive design, and that's significant. So overall, what we found was that the number of leads that were generated from a mobile responsive design increased by about 6% overall. But the most important thing was we were generating the highest quality of leads with a mobile responsive design, and that's phone calls. So if you don't have a mobile responsive design or are in the process of developing one, I strongly encourage you to do so. That is why until May 15th, we are offering a program to convert your website into a mobile responsive platform for as little as $3,000. Give us a call and see what your options are to convert those websites into a mobile responsive design and ultimately generate more high quality leads into your practice. We look forward to hearing from you. We'll talk to you soon.